Does the World Cup have a theme song? Should have a theme song. So the World Cup for 2018 taking us to Russia, and the draw is out.
The draw is out.
And got some omissions in that draw. Unfortunate. Look, it's.
Did you have to bring it up, right?
Look, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
The good news is that Italy's not there.
The good news. The thing is, of course, we are doing this for many of you who do not have their country in the World Cup.
That's right.
We have a live person right here, going through the same thing as you, if probably worse.
Not really. Australia's there.
Yeah, Australia's there. Seriously, Australia's there. So there's one horse in the race, but we get our cultural, our football culture from our European background.
Yeah,
so
it's your heritage.
So it hurts just a little bit more. You saw that before on video. It's heartbreaking stuff.
I saw it live.
Yeah.
Yep. I almost cried. Then I got angry.
But looking at all these groups, there is one thing missing that we generally have, and it's that group, that real group of death.
The group of death, yep.
And it's hard to look at any of these groups, because generally, because of the way that they got paired up and all that stuff.
I love the group of death.
Yeah, there would be one group where you've just got the three really strong teams. Generally, it's three really strong teams and one really
one team that
one poor bastard that will never make it out of the group. The closest thing here, possibly Group B. We've got
a group of death.
Yeah, we've got Spain and Portugal.
Yeah, Iran's.
And Iran. Yeah, Iran's the strongest Asian team. They're not too bad. Morocco, I think, are actually one of the decently ranked African teams as well. Yeah. But the thing is, that you don't give those two teams much hope, because European and South American teams are just that far ahead.
They are. But when you look at Group B, I mean, Portugal and Spain.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like another level.
Yeah. Oh, well, look, Spain's definitely another level.
Yeah.
But Portugal, something has to go wrong there. Something has to go really wrong. And at the moment, they seem to have their formula done correctly. So they seem to be doing what they need to do. The standout worst group, though, is Group A. They've got the lowest ranked, the two lowest ranked teams.
Putin's group.
Yeah, Putin's group. Putin picked that one himself.
Well, he did. He manipulated the draw.
He just put a thing.
He's a genius.
That one's got Russia, Saudi Arabia. Russia being the
host.
The host, so that they're easily by far the lowest pot 1 team, and Saudi Arabia is the lowest pot 4 team.
Yep.
See where this is going. Uruguay is hot and cold, so you never know. They can.
Oh, look, they're the strongest. They're the strongest team in that group.
Yeah, they're the strongest team. Definitely the strongest team in the group. But things can go wrong for them very easily. In the last World Cup, they did scrape through in the end, but it was a struggle.
That was a weird group.
Yeah,
Costa Rica
won that group. So look, this is what happens at the World Cup.
Yeah.
And then Egypt, of course, carried on the back of Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
They're
he's carrying Liverpool on his back as well.
And carrying Africa on his back, because possibly Egypt could be for us. They're probably one of the best chances for Africa to make it to the round of 16.
Out of all the African teams, considering the group they got, they're probably the best chance to get out of the group.
And of course, Group H, way down the other end of the spectrum, is another group that gives a bit of attention. It's got Poland. It's quite even.
It's even, yeah. That's what it is.
It doesn't have any powerhouses there. I mean, Poland is the number 1 ranked team. According to ELO, they're probably one of the weakest after Russia. Of course, Russia's way below everyone. But of the pot 1 teams, Poland's probably one of the weaker ones.
Yeah.
They're overranked in FIFA. In the ELO rankings, I think they're 12 or something, but they're still a strong team.
They're still strong. That's the thing.
And then there's Colombia, who are arguably the strongest team in that group. But then again, South American teams playing in Europe doesn't always end well. And of course, the other two, Senegal and Japan.
Senegal won the African Cup of Nations 2 years ago as well. So they're not a bad side. They've got Sadio Mane running around in there.
Yeah, they got they're one of the front runners for Africa as well.
Yeah.
And this is probably the other group where Africa has a torch. Maybe they could get through to the round of 16. And then of course Japan, one of the strongest teams in Asia.
Consistent World Cup makers and
we're not giving them too much hope of getting out of this group.
Well, they got out of the group a couple of times in the last couple of World Cups.
Yeah, so they're always full of surprises.
Yeah, they can cause some damage.
If the other teams aren't on their game, then
that's for every group.
For every group.
That's what
most groups.
Well, yeah.
There's a few groups that are probably
got some room for everything. The Germans have some room.
Just rounding off the rest of the groups, we'll do them in order now so not to confuse. Group C has got France and the strongest top 3 team, Denmark, by a long shot. And then Peru and Australia. I think most are backing France and Denmark to go through, but Peru, who knows? Australia will always fight.
Not many are backing Denmark, but we think Denmark
the bookies,
pretty strong.
The bookies are backing Denmark. The pundits are a bit, I don't know the logic they use, honestly.
Some of them. No, Denmark are a strong team.
Denmark very strong. They have lately been a bit weak, but in the second half of qualifying, they've just come back to life.
They went to Ireland and won 5-1.
Yeah,
and Ireland's not a bad team.
Look, they look. To be honest, having watched that game, the counter attack is just lethal. And of course, they're in Poland's group. I've seen them play. Counter-attack, very strong, and counter-attack in a World Cup is your best friend.
It is.
Because you want to have a solid defence and get teams on the bounce. And
Denmark do it very, very well.
So Denmark, a team to look out for in this World Cup. Group of death?
Kind of. I'd say it is a letter D. Yeah, absolutely. Look, Argentina struggled in qualifying for this tournament, but we think they're going to get out of the
first seed. Another one, but Iceland, written off.
Yeah, they get written off all the time. I don't know why. What do they have to do for you to notice them?
They won the qualifying in the Euros. Then they made the quarterfinals.
Yeah, they beat England
in the actual Euros themselves.
This is a serious team.
They got through here as well.
They
won their group, didn't they?
They won their group, and it had Croatia in their group.
What else do you need to do?
What more do they have to do for people to say they might actually go through?
And it's against Croatia, but no, Croatia's going to beat them. Croatia, of course they could. Look, I know that Iceland beat Croatia, but Croatia, I can't see them beating Croatia. What logic is that? Okay,
you just saw it, bro. I just saw Iceland beat Croatia recently. They can be done. They're a tough side. It's also got Nigeria as well, which is one of the stronger African teams as well.
And Nigeria, what's that? 5 of the last 6 World Cups.
They always draw Argentina in their group.
So they're getting well acquainted with them.
Match made in heaven.
Yes, you could arguably call a group of death as well. I mean,
well, it's a group of death for second. I think Argentina are a strong team. You expect them to get out of that.
But even they've known to slip. And once again, South American team, foreign soil.
They are relying on Messi now.
Yeah.
I feel like Argentina aren't as good as what they were in previous World Cups. They really are reliant on Messi. So if he, God forbid, but if he goes down,
they've still got a lot
of talent, but
Aguero is still.
I haven't yet to see them at international level.
Yeah, that's true. So
they are relying on Messi.
Yeah,
at this stage.
Argentina always a flip of the coin. They're either really great. They usually get their stuff together for the World Cup. I don't know how they do it.
They do.
They don't necessarily look good playing, but they get the results at the World Cup. And last World Cup
you'd be foolish not to back them if you get out of this. But second's up for grabs here. Iceland, Croatia, Nigeria, they can all finish second.
Similar group again in Group E. Brazil leading the way this time. Another South American team. Powerhouse. Brazil, one of the favourites.
They're one of as always. They're one
for good
reason.
Yeah. They're actually.
They breeze through qualifying and.
Well, the thing is, they always have almost a different team at every World Cup, but then but they're still just they get the job done. I know they got something going through there, but Brazil expected to win that one, as they're generally always expected to win their group, whoever they've got in there. And we've got Switzerland, Costa Rica, and Serbia making up the rest. Switzerland, I think, are the favourites, but they're overranked as well in FIFA.
They are. And Costa Rica are a good team.
Yeah, Costa Rica are a strong team. They're roughly where they should be. And Switzerland's still probably stronger than Costa Rica.
Switzerland like I always say, they don't have any sort of star power. Shaqiri's good, but I wouldn't call him a superstar. But they're very consistent.
They've got a solid team.
They're solid. They're consistent. They play each game the same, and they're hard to beat. They're disciplined. They're a disciplined team.
So Group B looks pretty set. Brazil at the top, and Switzerland, Costa Rica, and Serbia sort of in varying degrees depending on which rankings you look at. Switzerland's the favourite out of those three.
They are.
But then
I think they'll edge it.
Yeah.
But
depending where you look, Costa Rica or Serbia.
Costa Rica can get it. Serbia will give them a show.
Yeah.
They're not that bad.
But I would imagine Serbia would be the...
No, they're definitely the underdog.
Yeah, the last team you'd expect to make it.
They won't be boring opposition.
No.
They'll give it a fight.
It's a tough group again. It's a bit like that Argentina Group D. Group F sees the other tournament favourite, almost a surefire to get out of this one.
The Germans.
The Germans.
Yes.
And they're
Deutschland.
Their right-hand man, you could say Mexico. It's in this group anyway, because the other two teams, Sweden and South Korea, they're fighting for second. And I don't think it's going to be much of a fight. This is probably one of the groups where we're expecting it to be pretty...
Mexico always get out of their group.
Yeah, Mexico.
That's been a constant. I can't see it changing.
Yeah, Sweden and South Korea. I mean, look, Sweden... Look, they did well to get here.
They did.
Unless they revive Zlatan from beyond retirement.
Yeah, well...
It's going to be tough.
Do we know anything about South Korea? No, okay, let's move on.
The last group that we haven't talked about yet.
Shout out to our friend Mohammed who's in South Korea.
And all my South Korean friends. I wish them the very best. Now, the last group that we haven't talked about yet, Group G, also expecting it to go as planned. We've got Belgium and England in that one.
Well, they're the two strongest teams by far.
Yeah.
Because you got Panama in there, who qualified with a negative goal difference.
CONCACAF ahead of the US, and we are. Look, I don't know. I don't know how. I want to know. Are Americans resentful towards Panama, or do they want them to do well because they're from their region? I want to know. I want comments. If
I don't think they give you.
And the last team in that group, Tunisia, the lowest ranked African team, depending once again where you look. I think Egypt's one of the lower ranked. Egypt's highly ranked in FIFA, low ranked in ELO. So we're more trusting of the ELO rankings, but hey, like they've got an easy group. Tunisia beating Belgium and England. Look, England, they struggle to win in these tournaments often.
Well, look,
I'm sensing something special this time.
Are you really?
I'm sensing
You've
something.
been sensing something special.
By special, I mean get past the round of 16. But,
well, look, England. This England side now is a lot stronger than what it was 4 years ago,
and more cohesive.
And even like in history, England don't generally beat the best sides, but they beat the lower ranked teams. They should get out of this group. They should.
England generally get last World Cup. They were in a tough group. That was a
very tough group, but they were the worst team in the group.
But this time around, they should be fine. They should be fine.
They should be fine to get out of the group.
Get out of that route.
If they don't, I will laugh for days. They will. Yeah. They have to.
I would love to see England. Personally, I'd love to see England get out of this group, first or second, depending on where Poland finishes in their group. As long as they finish first or second. And I'd love to see if Poland.
I know you love England, but look, Gerrard doesn't play for them anymore.
I know.
There's no more Gerrard. Stop loving England.
But that's the group sort of summed up in a bit of a haze, not in order. So lots of root for in there. Well, once again, the favourites in most groups, in basically all the groups, except for Mexico's group, are South American and European teams.
Yeah.
So we'd love to see as many of them. We want to see someone to hold the torch for Africa. That's something we want to see through. We want to see a team from Asia
get through,
including Australia. Australia counts because they're part of that confederation. But Mexico's already doing it for CONCACAF, so
we
don't really care about that.
So we're looking for good stories.
Yeah, we want the good
Africa
stories.
and Asia.
Africa and Asia, just to give us some hope, mates. Give us some hope.
A lot of these groups will depend on really how the favourites go. How they pull up, because
the second favourites.
Well, and the second favourite, but there's always a surprise in the World Cup.
Yeah.
There always is. That's why it's great. The World Cup only goes for a month. You can go on a good run. A team that is not expected to do well can go on a good run of form.
Yeah, I mean, here's some context, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the last World Cup, Spain was in a group with completely out of form Netherlands and a Chile side who was and who was the last one?
That would be
that's a group of death.
We're in good form.
Spain, as the World Cup holders, were the first team to get knocked out of the World Cup, only because they played before Australia played. But there goes to show that they were expected to top that group easily. They lost their first 2 games, but quite badly as well. It was 5-1 and 3-0, I think.
They were late to the party.
They were very late.
When you're late to work, you don't start.
They beat Australia 3-0 in the end, but
that's when they turned up.
Too late.
They turned up late.
Too late. And you know what we think about teams that turn up late.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not good enough.
Angry fan. Yeah, so that wraps it up with the draw. We're hoping for some nice performances by those underdogs. Go Asia.
I'm going for Iceland. There's only 330,000 people.
It's like Leicester. The Leicester of the World Cup.
It's the size of Corpus Christi, Texas, according to Taylor Tolman.
We're going to try and find a team for Americans, for Italians, for the Dutch. We're not going to be naive enough to think that, go for another, a neighbouring country. Go for Germany.
No, you can't.
Rivalries,
you
rivalries.
Can't,
You can't have the Dutch can't go for the German. You can't. Just forget about it. We're not that stupid. Don't worry. Like us, we're not expecting Americans to go for Mexico. I don't think that's how the world works. Australia? No. England? No.
England?
Nah. It's tough. We'll find something for you though. We're going to find something for you. Poland.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the group draw summed up for you. Thanks for watching if you got this far. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and check out our Facebook page. Links are in the description.
Yep. And comment if you like it or dislike it, or do what you do.
And if your team didn't make it to the World Cup and you do have someone in mind, write that in the comments as well.
I'm struggling.
Yeah, we'll get there though. We'll get there. We made a promise. We're going to stick to it.
Yeah. The Colostomy Bulletin is up and running as well. So that's on our Tumblr page.
Yes, the Tumblr page. The link is in the description below. It's the last link.
Yeah. Taking a lighthearted view of what's happening around football, around the world.
Couple articles about managers, couple articles about the Premier League, and look, as of now we've got 4. So by the time this comes out, there could be more. So definitely,
there will be.
Have a look at that.
There will be more. Things happen. You just have to find it.
Thank you again for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
See you then.